welcome back to my channel. Today's recipe gonna be donuts. I'm gonna make a very delicious and soft dough. It's so easy to make and they taste just like store-bought. As usual, all the ingredients and the measurements will be listed down below the video. Don't forget to follow me on social media and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And now, let's start. I have here some warm water. I added to it some sugar and some yeast. I'm gonna mix them all together very well. Then I'm gonna set it aside until the yeast activates and becomes all foamy for about 5 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm gonna move on to the rest of the ingredients. I'm gonna start with some all-purpose flour. Today I'm using my stand mixer. Then I'm gonna add some sugar, some milk, an egg. Now I'm gonna add some shortening. Now if you don't have shortening, you can replace it with butter. I'm gonna add now the yeast and the water mixture. You see how the yeast is all foamy and activated? That's perfect. Now I'm gonna add some vanilla extract. And don't forget a pinch of salt. Now you wanna mix everything together until all the ingredients are well combined. And you have a nice and smooth dough. You wanna knead it for about 3 to 5 minutes. And here you go, my dough is looking very good. And it's not sticking to the sides of the bowl. You want it very soft and slightly sticky. You don't want it too dry or too sticky. I'm gonna put it on my working surface. Then I'm gonna form it into a bowl, just like that. Very simple. Then I'm gonna put it in my bowl. I oiled it with some vegetable oil. Also, you want the dough to be oiled from all sides so that it doesn't dry out while rising. Now I'm gonna cover it with a cling film and a kitchen towel and then let it rise for about 1.5 hours in a warm place. And here's my dough after it's risen. It's beautifully risen and doubled in size. I'm just gonna remove the air from the inside, just like that. Then I'm gonna dump it on my floured surface. Now flatten the dough and then fold it. Then you wanna fold it again, just like that. And this step is just to distribute the air evenly in the dough. Let it rest for about 10 minutes and then start rolling it. You wanna roll it into about 1/2 centimeter thick. And when you get to the right thickness, you want to start cutting it using your donut cutter. Then you want to remove the excess dough, just like that. And place your donuts on a baking sheet lined with some parchment paper. And you want to lightly dust it with some flour. I'm also going to put those little pieces. And now I'm gonna roll the dough again, the leftover dough. I'm gonna roll it, cut it into donut shape, and then I'm gonna put them on my baking sheet with the others. Now I'm gonna cover the donuts and let them rest again for about 45 minutes. After that, you will notice that they are risen again, and they are puffed beautifully, and they're ready to be fried. Now to fry the donuts, I'm gonna use some shortening, and the shortening here will give the donuts a special taste, just like the ones that we buy at the store. But if you can't find shortening anywhere, you can totally use vegetable oil or canola oil. It works fine. So once the shortening is melted and it's hot enough, I'm gonna start frying the donuts. Of course, I'm gonna fry them on the first side until they get nice and brown. Once it has a nice color on the first side, I'm gonna flip them on the other side so that they continue cooking and have a really nice golden and brown color. And when they are done, I'm gonna remove them and put them on some paper towel to soak up any excess oil or shortening. I'm also gonna fry the small ones, and you wanna flip them continuously so that they get an even color on all sides. And once they are cooked, remove them from the shortening or the oil and put them on a paper towel to soak up any excess oil. Now for the coating, I'm gonna coat the small donuts with some sugar and cinnamon. So I have here some white sugar, I added to it some cinnamon. Then I'm gonna give it a good mix, just like that. And now I'm gonna start coating the small donuts. I'm gonna put them in the cinnamon sugar and make sure to coat them from all sides. So that's looking good. Now let's move on to the bigger donuts. For the icing, I'm gonna use some powdered sugar, vanilla, and some milk. And this icing or this coating, you can adjust it to your liking if you like it too thin or too thick, so it depends on your preference. So here I decided to add more powdered sugar because it was on the thin side. I'm gonna mix it again until everything is well combined and the sugar is dissolved. So that's looking good. Now I'm gonna start dumping my donuts in the icing sugar mixture. You wanna coat it from both sides. And then I'm gonna put them on a rack so that they can drip the excess icing. You can let them dry and then coat them again in the same icing if you like them sweeter. Now you can drizzle some chocolate over your donuts. Here I just melted some chocolate chips in a water bath and I'm just drizzling it over the top. Now if you like it more chocolatey, you can dip the whole donut in the melted chocolate. Here I'm just adding some sprinkles. Of course that's optional, but I think that they make them pretty. So that's it for today, and my donuts are looking very good and they taste amazing. And frankly, they taste better than the store-bought ones. So I really hope that you give it a try and tell me what you think. So that was it for today. I hope that you enjoyed the recipe. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and check out my other videos. And I will see you soon. Bye!